Hey everybody, this is Rydo. It is Knights of the Frozen Throne Day. The expansion is out, and that means it's time for deck rebuilds. So, last time we did the Priest cards decks, and this time we need to do the Rogue decks. So what do I have right now as Rogue? I have a Pirate deck that's all about pirates. I don't think Knights of the Frozen Throne added any pirates at all. And if I convert this to standard, a significant number of pirates, good pirates too, are not allowed in standard. I would like to be more successful about getting more of my decks to be standard, but the balance is heavily going towards wild. And let's see, this hero, how do you change the hero's face? Here.
They'll never see it coming.
I'm gonna go back to the regular rogue face, just because it's the other one is too green. It makes it more difficult. We also have a combo deck, and I don't believe Knights of the Frozen Throne added anything there. So pirates and combos. And do we have a third rogue deck? I guess we don't. I thought there might be one, but what does it take to make this standard, by the way? Cut purse would be a tight one to lose, and we could lose that easily. We could lose that one pretty easily. We could lose that one pretty easily. Mostly cut purse, so I could get rid of that. Let's see what Knights of the Frozen Throne, though, had to offer. How's this gonna change? Doomerang is one I want to try, but probably not one I'm gonna keep, because give your weapon lifesteal, not a terrible idea. Draw a card if it has death rattle, cast this again. This is interesting because you could potentially draw a lot of cards if you have a bunch of death rattle cards, roll the bones, but I don't know what that really succeeds in doing other than making you run out of cards. Give a friendly minion poisonous combo, that's probably not too bad. Your hero is immune this turn, probably not that helpful. Replace the spells in your hand with random spells from your opponent's class. This is a card steal concept, and I've never really liked that. During your turn, your weapon doesn't lose durability. That's probably worth it. Add 2 1/1 skeletons to your hand. Compared to just a 5 attack, 5 health, 5 mana creature that does nothing else, this might be worth it, but only in that rare instance. And then combo, deal damage equal to the number of other cards you played this turn. Probably at best this would only do 4 damage on the 10th turn, so you're talking the close to equivalent of a 10 mana card to do 4 damage and be a 5/5, so probably not worth it. And then Battlecry gains stealth until your next turn for your hero, which is kind of crazy. I'd like to see it happen, but I'm not sure it really helps. Then this passive hero ability, during your turn, add a shadow reflection to your hand, which is interesting. I'd like to see what that is. I believe this is also the first time in regular rank play you can have a passive ability. So there wouldn't be a combo card added to the neutral. So let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can pull this off. We don't need... I don't want to trade things like that. I want to instead do all of these. And say goodbye to cut purse, which kind of sucks. And then go here with the Lich King. Probably put Prince Malchezaar in here. Are we anywhere close to doing something with Reno Jackson? I don't think so. Like, let's see. Gain the stats equal to your weapon. That's a pirate card. We might try that later. Your hero powers are disabled. It's not a terrible thought for a rogue card. But I think what we need is a bunch of 0 mana spell creatures to do combos with. Put in 2 of these. And we'll take this. We don't have a second one of this. Your hero is immune this turn. Maybe I'll take this and this and this. My deck is already full. Turn a minion to the owner's hand. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm more focusing on playing combo cards here than really succeeding, though that is definitely the case. And I probably can just type in combo and see if there was any combo cards we weren't using before. Gain +1/+1 from each other card you played this turn. Not a terrible card to have. So we'll take that. And I think we'll take this out and put this back. So again, not really focused on winning, just getting a daily quest done. Pirate, on the other hand, will be where we really want to change things. There is, to my knowledge, no pirate daily quest. So the reason to play pirates is not that. It's some other reason, certainly. Destroy a pirate, gain +1/+1 battle cry, draw a pirate from your deck. Gain the stats equal to your weapons, and another salty dog. Give your weapon +1 attack, +1 attack. Taunt costs less because of your weapon. Your other pirates have +1/+1. If you... Let's get rid of this guy, he's not a pirate. Let's get rid of Knife Juggler. I don't see a reason why he would be in here. Let's see, if we were going to convert this to standard, we'd have to get rid of something. Quite a lot of things. It's doable, but it's not something I want to do. And Reno Jackson is not something that is going to happen here. Let's play that one. This needs to be changed, though, to stop being about playing pirates, which is just a fun, silly deck. It needs to be changed into a weapons deck. Get rid of these two cards and take that, because we don't need a card stealing mechanic. We probably don't need that either. So now it's weapon time. Weapon. Let's see. Deadly poison needs to be in here. So, yeah, 2 goes in there. Doomerang needs to be in here. Which probably means that this doesn't need to be there. Give you a weapon +1 attack. Need 2 of those. So bye-bye the salty dog. Give your weapon lifesteal. Who do we want to get rid of? Well, let's get rid of... Let's see. This one doesn't change the weapon, so we'll take that out. Death Rattle, add a 3/2 weapon to your hand. It's not a terrible card to have, so we'll take it. This doesn't do anything, so we'll get rid of Ship's Cannon. It's not built around anything. Give your weapon poisonous. Cost 1 less for each card you played from another class. Combo, deal 2 damage. Your hero power gives this +1 attack instead of replacing it. During your turn, your weapon doesn't lose durability. Destroy your weapon and deal damage to all enemy minions with the Blade Fury. No. Your hero is immune this turn. No. Poisonous is an interesting idea. And then we probably do want something that increases our weapons attack. This one doesn't have anything to do with weapons, so we'll take that out. And see, this deck actually needs to be renamed at this point, because it's more about weapons than anything else. So we'll try and rename this quickly. Weapon Pirate. cry. It's not even that big of an issue, and then I'll just change that completely into a longer name. And if we convert this to standard, what would we need to move? A ton of things. One of the issues, though, is if you are going to play a daily quest, a daily challenge, there is one for playing weapons that I have here. And it is just like every single weapon you could imagine, or at least a significant amount of them. So I kind of need to consider giving up either this or this. And I don't know which one I would really pick. Let's see. When we look, the hunter, the warrior is at 52. The rogue is at 57, I believe. Yeah. So keep the rogue until we get to level 60, and then once the rogue gets to level 60, give it up for more warrior, which warrior's over here at 54. Not 52. That was the warlock. So eventually, maybe not before the next expansion, one of these weapon decks needs to be released. For just an empty spot even to do daily quests. And if I was to pick, I would get rid of this one because it's so easy to type in the word weapon and fill in 30 weapon cards and be done. The daily quest, I believe, is only play 10 weapons. So we need to try out the combo on standard and the weapons pack on wild, and let's see how that works. Minor changes here. Not as much as I thought we were going to end up doing on all of these decks, but it doesn't seem like there's too much to do right now. Knights of the Frozen Throne, very good cards, but helper cards really, not a crazy new strategy that uses none of the already existing strategies. Here's a Doomerang card that I want to play, so I'm going to hold on to this and then get rid of the rest of these things. Now I would argue, particularly since probably half of the people that play Hearthstone are playing it on their phone, they're wasting their time. Now I know Activision has plenty of budget. Activision Blizzard has plenty of budget to waste their money and time to make these side art things, but they're not necessary. You could easily just say, look, we're not going to make any more of these, we've done enough, or people on the cell phone are barely even seeing them. Start with something here.
Yeah, beat it.
Throw your weapon at a minion, it deals its damage, then returns to your hand.
You're looking at me.
Here we go.
So this weapon has a 1 durability, 1 attack, the Wicked Knife. Next turn, hopefully he'll play a minion so I can Doomerang it. And this should do 1 damage to that minion and then be back. Also, that will allow me to combo to return this guy to my hand, which would be cool. Combo strategies, again, it really is about synergy and being able to play cards in order. It's probably closer to a mid and late game victory. Alright. We do this and see how this works. Interesting. So then you have a 1 mana Wicked Knife.
Job's done.
So for the cost of the hero ability of 2 mana, you play Doomerang. It allows you to combo and it gives you back your Wicked Knife with one attack, 2 durability. That's a pretty good card. Of course, it could be used a lot better than that, I imagine. So we play this, and then we attack. We have this, and in return, so we're playing pretty good control, it seems. Why do I... this was made by Prince Malchazar. Like, there'd be no reason for me to actually have this in my deck. What did he just do? Mimic Pod? Draw a card?
This guy's toast.
Give a minion plus attack. Let's see.
I'm a child now. Aye.
Here we go.
This seems like it's working just fine. Maybe I got lucky here, maybe I didn't. I'm not willing to experiment more with it, but
This guy's toast.
the strategy seems to be solid. And the 1 mana spell like Doomerang just works nicely with the combo, even if it's not something. We could do 6 damage to the face right now, or we could play this. This, and then end the turn. Is there some... He has a lot of cards, so is there some way they could twist things around? Could they play Cthulhu and win? Maybe. There is a chance of it. Not a great chance. Let's see. If I do this, this, this,
Here
and
we
that,
go.
I've got him down to 1.
Job done.
And he's got 11, 12, 13 he can do. So if he can do 3 more damage out of his 6 cards, that's a little closer than I would have liked. Well, that did not end in a satisfactory way, but I feel like I'm happy enough with that deck. Let's see, combo cards. Let's look. Is there anything that I'd want to get rid of. Maybe get rid of this after trying it. No, I'm pretty much happy with what I did, even though I didn't win. Let's try the other deck now. Weapons, pirates, and everything combined. This is the deck that potentially is on the chopping block, but it's not even likely that that's the case.
Valera versus Gul'dan.
I feel like more than likely
Watch
the
your
combo deck might win slightly more than this does. We'll have to see. This is a card I want to try, but I don't want to start with it. This is still very pirate heavy.
The legions I command.
Who goes there?
So we start with this. He'll go to +2 when I equip a weapon.
here we go.
End the turn. We don't need to give our weapon poisonous. Deal 2 damage and lifesteal for a warlock. Interesting. Give your weapon +2 attack. That's a little weird. You envenom a weapon, but you put poison on it. I should have done this the other way.
Here we go.
I think I'm gonna hold back.
Job done.
Hold back on my cards because there's a danger of running out of cards. Just envenom the weapon now and play this.
Here we go.
Job's done.
22 to 27. Still could lose this. If there's a way, I'll find it. But I kind of don't want to use this weapon anymore. Not until I no longer lose durability on it. If I don't lose any durability on it, then and it has poison, that's pretty crazy. Here's Defile, a card I definitely wanted to see. And Defile every time. No durability loss.
Here we go.
Oh, darn it. Why did I not play this first and then attack? Pay attention. Pay attention. Wow, he just discarded his hero replacement card.
Total power!
Fish, like liver.
Let's just get rid of this guy. Every card I've played so far I've liked. So, no big deals there. Even if he is managing to play some decent board control.
All realities, all
Here
dimensions
we
are
go.
Feels like I could win in 3 turns.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
Maybe.
Feed the fish, land lover.
To die.
Here we go.
So this one adds a 3/2 weapon to your hand, so there's no reason to not summon this first. But I'm out of cards now. I don't think there's much I can do differently, but it would be nice if there was some later game cards. Something more of a strategy.
Unleash me!
Do damage to all enemy minions. Give your weapon +1. This will have 2 ability. There's no reason not to play this right now.
Here we go.
Then just end the turn. These two are going to synergize quite nicely. Give your weapon lifesteal.
Here we go.
Is that enough? No, I think I've lost. Again, happy with my cards, but not winning. This really gets to me, like, every time somebody tells me, you just have to play for a few hours and you win, and I'm like, no, that's not the experience I've had in Hearthstone. It has never been the experience I've had in Hearthstone. At best, you get slightly above 50% win ratios, and I just don't know if people actually, when they say they're having 75, 80, 90% win ratios, whether they're just, you know, trolling me, or if they just don't remember all the times they're losing as well. They're not using Hearthstone Deck Tracker or some other application to tell them what their actual win ratios are. But it happens a lot. It's happening far too much. And I'm to the point where I'm just going to ignore people when they say, oh, you only have to play for an hour and you'll get to rank 10, or you only have to do this or that. Nope. It doesn't work that way for me. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I like this deck, and I like the other deck. Converting this to standard would be a lot of trouble. I suppose people can, like, I do want people to give me recommendations, or if they just want to copy and paste the main meta decks and see if maybe I could follow those. That is potentially something I might be willing to do, is take some time off screen, just look at the main meta decks now with the new expansion and see what the pros are playing. I don't personally, for the rogue cards, like, I don't even, if we look at every single rogue card, I'm not sure what else I'd even want to play. That's something I hadn't considered. I instead looked at the existing cards. You could do a card steal. You could do some more poisonous things. That is a strategy, I guess, that would work. There is that death rattle gambling idea. I don't know if you can really succeed there. Maybe some board clearing with, like, Fan of Knives. Maybe it's very possible my problem is I always go for a theme. Cards that are combo cards. Cards that are pirates. Cards that affect the weapon. If I just looked at each and every card and said, is this a good card or is this a bad card? And then picked the 30 best cards I had, maybe that would work better. Maybe that would succeed more. I don't know how it would, because it would literally have no synergy with the other cards you picked. But maybe. I'm still very far away from being an expert at Hearthstone. I'm not sure I'm ever going to make it. There's still a lot to learn. Well, that's where I'm going to leave it. We're done with the rogue cards. Next time we look at the shaman cards. We already have one custom shaman we started, which will be a Murloc deck. And we'll look at what the other shaman cards are. That's it for this recording. Stay tuned if you're watching live. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.